All right, so obviously a lot of big news this NFL season, but the biggest news was the injury to Aaron Rodgers. You're in the New York area. What's the talk?
Everybody's heartbroken. The funny part was they did the Hard Knocks. Every Jet fan was home watching Hard Knocks. The Aaron Rodgers jerseys were all over the street. Guys were painting their face green before the season.
Woody Johnson, lame ass Woody Johnson got a chain with his name on it.
Really? Yeah, everybody was hyped. They got the coach, they got the defense, they got the weapons. It was on. But in true Jet fashion, something went wrong. 4 plays, and he's done. He's 38 years old, bro. He like rolled on the floor. Like it looked like my father falling. You know, like he just stumbled, he rolled. That's what happens when you're 38.
You know what, though? As soon as I saw it, I knew it was an Achilles because, first of all, like you saw with an Achilles, when you see like the reverberation, but also, and I remember like with Kobe and KD, when you're flat-footed, you can still walk, but they walk off flat-footed just like that. They can't do anything. And I saw that, and I was like, I think it's his Achilles. He's done.
Well, it's a video we all know. We watched Kobe walk off the court like that. You text me. As soon as you told me that, I knew it. When it was a light bulb, I said, oh, Kobe was walking. And I remembered.
Zach Wilson time.
Boy, man, Zach Wilson, he ain't going to cut it. He tries to play. He's not an Aaron Rodgers.
I was watching the Manning cast during that game. You could tell there's no respect for Zach Wilson. And like the Mannings are like pretty respectful, complimentary dudes. And Fitzpatrick was on. Ryan Fitzpatrick was on, joined them. And they were all trying. Like even Ryan Fitzpatrick was like, hey, take it easy on Zach, Peyton. I worked with him. He's a good kid. He's trying. Or he's been put in a bad situation here. And then like minutes later, he couldn't even help himself. They were just like basically implying Zach Wilson is just really not going to be able to do it.
I mean, look, he had the tools coming out of college to do it. But a lot of times these people, they tell on themselves where their work ethic's going to be. And he came out, what did he do? He started knocking down. He was a quarterback. He made it to the NFL. He started knocking down his friends' moms. It was in the pay. Like he just came to rock out. Early in your career, you have like all this bullshit going on with you. You got to focus. College is different from NFL. You have to improve. You can't just go to the NFL with your college act and think that shit's going to work.
As a parent, right? We always talk about like your kids, you keep them away from this, you keep them in a bubble, then they go to college and they wild out. Well, think about it. Zach Wilson went to BYU. So he was at BYU with all the Mormons. He got out of there with money and some fame to New York. Of course, he wild out. He's not focused on football. But even if he is, I think, he's just throwing it off the back of his lineman's head. Like on the Manning cast, they kept saying, they're like, hey, look, your lineman's open, like downfield. He's not supposed to be. You can't throw it to him. Why are you throwing it to him,
Yeah, but the Mormon culture is obvious. You know what I'm saying? The Mormon culture, what is in your head? Everybody's boning everybody. Like, that's just the way it is. Now he makes it to the NFL. He's the star of the Mormon world. All the Mormon moms are wilding.
Aaron Rodgers said yesterday, I saw a post that he said he underwent in true Aaron Rodgers form this like new technique to get him back in time for the playoffs. And he's saying, I'll be back for the playoffs. But even if he gets back, they're not going to be in the playoffs. Even if he got back week 15, they're going to be out of playoff contention. So I don't know what he's smoking.
I think the Jets can beat these other teams. They can eke out victories with their defense. They're going to have to win a whole bunch of 17 to 14 games. And if they do slip in the playoffs, it's not like they said January. What's he going to, he's going to come back in January and be loaded up, ready to rock. He's still going to be off. I think he's saying that just because everybody's assuming his career's over. And you have pride. Like, no, I'm coming back. Well, you ain't coming back this year. Stop it. And like you said, if they're not even in contention, he might not even go to the last couple games. He's out.
I think the AFC is too stacked with other teams that are going to be vying for the wild card spots.
Yeah. That
the Jets won't have a shot. But regardless, like you said, he comes back. He hasn't even played. He played four downs in this system. It's not like he's coming back to something he knows and has proven himself like if he was back in Green Bay. I think he's determined to come back next year But, bro, coming back from an Achilles at 26, 28 is a lot different than coming back at 38, 39.
He's Aaron Rodgers. He's not you. He's not me. He's Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? He has a better chance of doing it. But all in all, it's age, bro. Age is going to catch you. It's just going to keep going on and on and on at this age. This was the season. This was the year that he was going to possibly have his Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers season. And that shit went out the window.
And then the talk, of course, right away went to Kaepernick coming in.
I want to see that. I want to see load up Kaepernick. Load him. Let him shoot.
You know what I want to see? Roger Goodell's worst nightmare is what I want to see. Deshaun Watson has an unbelievable year, and Kaepernick comes back and has an unbelievable year for the Jets. And the comeback player of the year award is between Kaepernick and Watson because Roger Goodell would just spontaneously combust if he had to make that decision.
And Jay-Z starts going to all the games. Kaepernick. He starts leaning on Goodell, leaning on him again.
I guess they're going to rock out with Zach Wilson. I don't know who else is out there to come on board. It would be interesting to see if they try to make a move for someone a little bit more proven. You could still make your run right now.
Say it. Just say it. Just say it. Fitzmagic. He stepped in there and he's 85% of what he could do is still going to be better than Zach Wilson.